Who are these Wraith?
The Wraith are like the rock and roll devils of the Pegasus galaxy.
I think they get a bit of a bad rap.
You're off beat again. Why are you always going off beat?
Get on yours! Get off mine.
Rob and I, we're just trying to come up with a villain, a scary villain.
Who's scary? Check them out.
Terrible alien group of monsters.
The Pegasus galaxy has been dominated by the Wraith and have been fed upon by the Wraith over so many thousands of years that it has formed every culture or informed every culture that we've been to.
If the Wraith have never touched your world, you should go back there.
Every culture that we see is in some way relative to the Wraith.
And our job is to A, piss them off extremely, and then B, try to clean up after we piss them off extremely.
Come on, what do we know about the Wraith?
I wanted them to be ancient, as old as the ancients, a rival from the distant past, some race that had been around a long time.
One of the few things we do know is that they're the enemy that defeated the ancients.
They're just like the coolest looking guys, things, females. They're just generally cool looking Marilyn Manson types.
Marilyn Manson, eat your heart out.
The warriors look like they got faces made of bone, so you can tell they're not all that smart.
He said, get on the other side. Not that side, your other side.
Good. And what's funny is when we're shooting with the actual Wraith, the guys that are in the Wraith suits, they can't really see, so they bump into each other all the time.
They're a little bit greedy. They kind of, yeah, but I think greedy is the right word. They sort of want everything that you have, including your life force and breath.
Don't get too close, because if they put their hand on you, they'll kill you.
Suck the life out of you.
Suck the life out of you, that's one thing.
With tentacles on their hands, but they're actual suckers. Maybe they have like leech hands, you could say.
These are for slicing and dicing. These are serrated Japanese. Because they make the best in knife wear, and basically just to fillet the human flesh.
We got 2 male Wraith and then eventually Rachel then?
No, we got 3 male Wraith prosthetics.
And no face though, right? One is 2 faces, and then 1 no face, right?
I thought No Face was the name of the character.
No
Don't
face.
put a prosthetic on that guy?
Don't put a face on that guy. We want everything but the face. That's why he's called No Face.
This guy just actually sweeps the parking lot.
Almost got in trouble there with the naming of No Face. See, each one of the Wraith has their own cool name, like Bob, or Steve, or Gordon, and one of them is called No Face, which of course meant that we didn't want him to have a face on, but they thought it was just another clever name. Thank God we cleared that up. This is the life cast of James, our actor who plays the male.
Underneath, James is underneath that one.
I'm James Lapizanos.
The one thing that is kind of an industry thing that's kind of fun is that the male Wraith is always the same actor. We keep killing him over and over again and changes makeup.
I played about six Wraiths.
You know, I've never actually seen James's face.
Oh, really?
I've never actually met him without latex on. So if you were to show me his face there, it would be the first time I've ever actually seen him.
Get out.
It's a clear version.
I've never actually met James in real life. And this is what it's like to be James. I'm James. Which Wraith is this? Is this Gordon? Gordon is he's got the crazy eyes.
I'm Gordon. This is Gordon.
And then this is Bob with the Maori tattoo?
No, that is Daryl.
Daryl, okay.
Okay, so there's Daryl, and then my other brother Daryl.
This is Jeff.
Playing Daryl the Wraith.
Look at those great swirls there. That's very cool.
It's the Wraith language, that's what it's based on.
The Wraith language.
Yes.
So it has to do with rank, and it's a great way of individualizing these guys so that they don't all look the same. This is the medical lab where they do medical stuff. And Paul McGillian, who plays Beckett, has come to the conclusion that Rachel's Taylor's DNA is Wraith-like. It has similarities to a Wraith, and they're informing her of the bad news.
What is it like having Wraith DNA? I don't know. I haven't really explored it yet. It's crazy. It's a crazy gene.
The Wraith were conducting experiments on your ancestors.
It was just one Wraith, actually, and he was doing against the wishes of the other Wraith, which is why he was doing it in secret.
What was he doing?
I think he was trying to make their food source more compatible with their species.
Please, tell me.
You have some Wraith DNA in your genetic makeup.
Perhaps genetic experiments, or her great-great-grandmother was doing the funky monkey with a Wraith.
No.
Wraith are wonderful because they have great staying power.
So, what's this marker for?
And they have a special prong in their prong region that causes women to be delirious at the height of ecstasy.
Yeah.
The other thing that I like about the Wraith is that they're technological. They do fly around in ships, and they are very smart. You know, they're still evolving. We don't know what they do at home.
Nice. We're also a bike riding gang.
The Wraith don't care if you worship them. They don't care if you go from one planet to another. They just want to eat you.
Rope to the bar. Oh, recess. Let's go.
They don't have any opinion about humans one way or the other than they're a food source.
Recess. That's the bell for lunch. Human lunch. Oh, tough human. Tough human wants to go the Wraith, does he?
He's in makeup. He's not afraid to make a fool of himself. Unlike me, who's always, so straight and on the level,
Where does he get those lollipops? Where does he get them?
I see over here you have a concept picture of someone I'm very fond of, Rachel Luttrell. So Rachel's face is underneath here, and this is her mask on top of it. And this is a concept drawing. This is not her with the makeup on. This is an idea of what it might look like. This is this picture blown up with extra little bits on here. And it's hard enough to look as pretty as she does anyway, but to have to look that nasty with those teeth, wee.
I got Rachel's teeth.
So Rachel would have you would have taken a dental thing just like you would if you were making some sort of crown or bridge for her. Yeah.
Same material, same everything.
So are you a dentist? Do you have any medical experience at all?
No, but I've done it since I was 16. So
yeah, but I've done a couple of things to some girls' mouths myself since I'm 16, but I don't call myself a dentist. And I certainly wouldn't put a bunch of alginate or some foreign chemical in their mouth.
Well, the alginate itself is really safe. It's meant for the mouth. It's made out of seaweed.
And hopefully we'll be able to recognize her because otherwise it could have just been any old chick underneath that makeup, and the story point will have been lost because she's envisioning herself in her dream. She's envisioning herself as a Wraith.
I'm gonna have long white hair. My hair's been pressed for the wig. Here we go. Bye bye. I hold the glue. You morph my face. Wow, you guys, I look so beautiful.
Good. What are we going to do with you this time? It's always more dastardly if you're coming right at us, isn't it? We don't want to waste your faces. So
Whatever the Deloise wants.
yes. It puts the lotion on. It puts the lotion in the basket. The Deloise has spoken.
Did you see the Deloise? The Deloise is masterful.
The Wraith are misunderstood creatures. We are green and very fashionable, and yet they do not recognize the compassion that we bring all of humanity, and so forth and so forth.
I think they're kind of hot. They're all they're very tall, very sort of statuesque, beautiful long flowing locks. Wonderful smiles. Really warm, nice smiles. Oh, they're hot, man.
You would date one?
I'd date one.
Would you date one?
Oh, yeah. In a sec, one of the females. Already have.
Would you date one of them?
Hell yeah.
I said I'd like to date the female Wraiths.
They're picking up on sloppy seconds.
I'd do a Wraith. No, I didn't say that.